Hey, this is Marcus Hall with Breakthrough Basketball. Today we're working on 3 different pickup options to help you combat help side defense, gap defenders trying to swipe the ball from you, and also stay strong on your drive lines to make you a better slasher, scorer, and playmaker at the rim.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification.
On the low pickups, a great time to utilize these are when you are blowing by your defender and the approaching gap is filled with help defenders trying to rake the ball away. So one way to envision it would be catching it on a closeout, the defender's running out at me, I'm by that closing out defender, and now as help defenders come, I can punch the ball, get low, not expose it, and get through those gaps more effectively. Okay, the next pickup is going to be a high pickup. Again, we're combating those gap defenders, we're working on our timing into our finishes, and it also helps us to be able to make plays and process bodies in motion when we get to the rim. I think that's a big part of a young player's development, is being able to assess and make good decisions and complete plays in the lane and at the basket. So on this high pickup, I'm going to be into my drive. As the defender comes, I'm going to take one hand, my dribble hand, on this step, and initiate a high pickup. High pickup. Punch, I'm gonna go high. Now, my opposite hand plays a really important role. My opposite hand then is gonna snap to meet the ball, to regain control, and then as I unravel into my 1-2, my timing and steps to make sure that I'm legal and effective in getting through the gap defense and being able to process information at the rim. A defender's hands, typically when they lunge or stunt, go from their knee, maybe to their shoulder, to try to swipe for the ball. If I have a low pickup, it's below the hand. If I have a pin pickup, it's away from the hand. If I have a high pickup, it's over the hand. So just utilize 1 to 2, and then your timing and steps will unravel. Again, I always try to work on different types of finishes, 1-2s, but also I can go high pickup into a pro hop or a jump stop floater. Again, be able to process information at the rim. A lot of defenses now, you have man defense, but there's a lot of zone defenses now. All of these pickups can be very helpful for you when you drive a gap. You want to drive a gap, draw 2. It can be troublesome. If you drive a gap, they converge and you're here. You can really shoot through that gap with these different maneuvers. Low, pin, over top helps you get through that traffic into clear space to make a shot or make a play. When it comes to improving your finishing, it's not always what happens at the rim. A lot of times it's what leads up to the actual shot itself that can aid you in becoming a better finisher. This next finish is going to be a pin pickup. Again, we're working to combat gap defenders who are diving down, trying to strip us as we go into our layup or our pickup. Also with this move, it allows me to be physical, legally, and protect the ball. So as I go through a gap where I'm driving and have someone on my hip, I can be strong with this pickup, keep my line, and then make a play at the rim or find a teammate. So as I'm driving, again with my downward angle, as I come to the pickup, instead of this, I'm gonna pin the ball to my ribs and cuff it strong over the top with this dribbling hand. As you get better at this, you can add the other arm to help you cover and get through the traffic. The initial pin is done with that dribble hand. So off of this dribble drive, when I get to the point where the gap defender's coming or this defender's trying to ride me because I have an advantage, I'm gonna pin it and then stay strong through my line and unravel at the rim so that I can finish or find a teammate. When it comes to these pickups, work on doing them off 1-2 and off of gather steps and pro hops. Same rules apply, trying to combat that defense. Always trying to work on these game speed. Each rep is its own so that you learn to calculate and improve and refine based on that versus trying to be better at going half speed. I'm through these moves into my downhill breakdown. If you watch the game, you'll see a lot of players utilize this to stay strong, legal, and be able to process the rim a lot better. A lot of times you get the paint, things are happening fast. This helps you gather, stay strong, and then make the right play. On these pin pickups, the moves can be used universally, but the pin pickup is more when the defender is trying to ride you out physically as you go through your gather to finish. So a lot of times when you get to the rim, your momentum can be affected by that defender who is beat and therefore kind of riding you physically low. If I pin the ball, I can stay strong on my line and even be physical back, not only keeping them where they are without exposing the ball, but also if you can envision, again, a gap. If I'm driving and I have a defender on my hip and the corner gap defender is shooting in to try to strip me, I can create a bigger lane by being physical, pinning the ball, and then getting physical, reclaiming my line, and therefore giving that gap defender less of an ability to come that far to get me. I get here, I can be physical, punch, create my own line, and then unravel at the rim. Hey, thanks for joining me today. These 3 pickup options are great ways to become a better slasher, scorer, and playmaker. Work on them, work on the different angles, different types, so that you can develop and build this into your game. For a free workout, click the link below. It'll include these moves along with many others. Also 3 bonus drills to help advance your game and continue to develop as a basketball player. Stay in the gym, keep working.